Welcome back to my channel. If you are new here, my name is Brienne and this is Diary of a Homemaker. Today I have another thrift haul for you. Now, normally I wouldn't do two thrift hauls so close together. I like to kind of spread them out, but the thrifting has just been too good. It is still garage sale season. I've gone to a couple of rummage sales and of course the thrift store. So I have got some really good items. Some of them were even free. So please stick around. I'd love to share them with you. Now I do have something to share with you that I do not have on the table back here. We actually already installed it and have been enjoying it and we love it. So I can't wait to share that with you. But before that, let's go ahead and get started on this haul. So last week we actually went to a St. Louis Cardinals game. It was our second major league game of the year. We do really enjoy taking our kiddos to see ball games. And so my husband actually had some family in the St. Louis area and we hadn't seen them in about 10 years. And so we took the opportunity to go visit them, and she had told me a few months ago that she had lots of old things that she needed to get rid of, and she knew that I loved old things. And so to my surprise, she had actually laid out some items for me, which was so sweet. I got to pick through them and decide what I wanted to bring home, and those are going to be the first things that I share with you. And there was some good things. So first thing I got was this potato masher. I'm working on redoing our pantry shelving in here. I kind of want to redecorate it. So I do want to find quite a few more of these primitive type wood handled utensils, wooden rolling pins, wooden spoons, things like that. And so she had this and I thought this would be perfect up here. And this was the first thing that I got. This was free. She gifted this to me and I love it so much. Okay, the next thing that I got were these sets, was this set of silver candlesticks. Now, I don't normally buy silver, but I thought these were super unique. There was a ton of detail on them. I especially loved this part down here at the bottom. I liked that they had many curves on the side, and so I did get this set. I am not sure if they are silver plated or solid silver. If one of you guys know how to tell, please let me know, because I'm not familiar with silver, but they are quite heavy. So I got this from my husband's aunt, and again, this was free, so I love these. I also got this little vase, and I've actually never seen anything like this before. You can fill it with water, and then this little hook on the back. There's a little hook on the back, and then you can just hang it, and then you can have a hanging vase. And I thought that was so cool. I have never seen anything like this before, and so I am dying to get to use this. I think it is darling, and this was also free. I'm sorry if you can hear my chickens outside. I've got all the windows open. It has been 100 degrees for about a week now, and we had a cold front move through, and we are enjoying having the windows open for a few days to give our air conditioning break. So I'm sorry if you can hear the chicken. Now, these are the last two items that I got that are not Christmas related. I did get some Christmas items from her, and they are some good ones, but I am not sharing those today. Those will be shared on later in the year, so you'll have to be sure to come back and watch that. But I did get these two flower frogs. Now, I do have a small collection of these. I have kind of just been picking these up whenever I find them for a decent price. I am not willing to spend a lot on these because I can find them if I just wait it out for a much better price. So I did get this one, which is quite chunky. And then I also got this one, which is pretty thin. Now, what's special about these, and I'm not sure which one it was, but my husband had an aunt that had passed away, and one of these did belong to her. And so I'd really like to keep these separate in my collection and just make sure that they don't get mixed in. But I got two of these. I don't know which one was hers. Now, if you aren't familiar with flower frogs, I'm going to show you how they're used. My flowers are dead because I need to dump them out, but I am going to grab them and show you. Hold on. So this is how you use a flower frog. They go in the top of a vase, and then they evenly distribute all of your stems. and I really do enjoy using them. I think it makes for a really beautiful arrangement. Now, these flowers are obviously past their prime, and I really need to dump them out, but I just have not had time. We are full on in the middle of gardening season. I'm doing a Every Bit Counts challenge, which come back tomorrow. I have an entire week's worth of footage for you for that, but I just don't have time to dump these out. So they're gonna stay in here probably for the rest of August until I have a minute to do something with them, but that is how you use a flower frog. Very cool. Okay, next thing I got were these 3 kitchen utensils. I really love thrifting kitchen items, if you can't tell. The first thing I got was this melon baller. And the reason I got this was because I really wanted to get some other kitchen utensils that I could use in some food photography. This says that it was made in Italy. I think this is made out of aluminum, but I really liked it. So this was the first thing. I also got a garlic press. This is what the garlic press looks like. I am pretty sure it is made out of aluminum, and it was made in Taiwan. And I don't think I mentioned it, but all of these were 20 cents each from one of my favorite thrift stores. They have the best prices, and so I got these 20 cents. Last thing I got, I believe this is a whisk. This is what it looks like. And again, I really wanted more wooden utensils that I can put on my shelf up top and also use for my food photography. And so I thought this was pretty unusual, and so I went ahead and got this. The next thing I got, which I did already have these washed and hung up, but I took them down so I could share them with you. The brand is Erlene. I had looked these up online and they weren't anything crazy expensive, but they are 51% rayon, 49% linen. And so I got these. These are going in our kitchen, or that's where I put them. I really love them. I really like the stitching that was along the seam right here. It goes all the way down, and I especially loved the color. This is kind of like a khaki beige, and they are quite long, but they worked perfectly for our kitchen. And so I think I paid $2 for these. I can't exactly remember, but I love them. Next up, I went to a yard sale and ended up getting a set of salt and pepper shakers. I have a little collection of wooden salt and pepper shakers, but I didn't have any that were this big, so I thought these would make a great addition. Again, these are gonna go on the top of our shelving. Okay, this is a stack of cookbooks, and somebody needs to cut me off from collecting cookbooks. I have enough. I need no more. So this is it. I refuse to buy any more cookbooks. I love them, but truly I have no more space for them, and I do feel really good about the collection that I have. I have all kinds of cookbooks, but I really loved these. I had actually gotten this is our citywide garage sale. I had commented on our community page stating that I was looking for canning jars. I knew I didn't have enough going into this season, and this lady ended up saying that she had like 20 of them, and then when I got to her house she ended up having like 80 of them and ended up giving me all of those for $15, and she also gave me these cookbooks for free. So shout out to the lady on the Facebook page. The first of them was this home menu cookbook, and I thought this was so cool. So there is entire menu plans. Each page is a different menu, and it has recipes for all the things. It says the publishing date was 1934, and so I loved it. She also gave me The Way to a Man's Heart, the settlement cookbook, and these are just too good. I love them. These are right up my alley. The date for this, and they're old. They are so old. 1931, and this just has, again, just a ton of old-fashioned recipes. the way that people used to eat and the way that we should still be eating. So I love this. I got a couple more. I'm going to share those with you. Next up was the Art of Modern Cooking and Better Meals, Recipes for Every Occasion. And this cover, this color is everything. I love it. It is a little bit textured, if you can hear. I love it. This one, let's see. The date. 1936 to 1937. And I remember what got me, I read this, this first page. It says, dining is an intimate social function. It is around the table where family and friends give and receive the most pleasant of courtesies. Every appointment of beautiful, simple design in high quality china, glass, linen, and silver adds charm and dignity to the gracious art of serving food. And I just love that so much. It actually really inspired me to use more of our fine dishes on everyday meals, because every day should be a special occasion, and I just super loved that. So that is almost the last one. I do have one more cookbook that I got from her, and this is The Best in American Cooking. This is by Clementine Paddleford, and again, it kind of has that textured cover. The date was 1970. So this one isn't quite as old, but I'd really love to do some of these recipes with you all, to cook through some of these things I have never heard of. Most of them I have never heard of, but again, it was just a different time and people just cooked so differently back then. And one of the coolest things I'm going to show you, because especially in old cookbooks, I usually find notes or recipes that people have cut out of the newspaper, or like actual notes they've written in, like use a half a cup or a quarter cup of something. So this one was kind of sad, but it was a card. It says, "You're my mom," and inside it says, "Love, John." And so I won't be throwing this away. I'll use this as a bookmark, and I just thought that was so sweet. So I got this. And then the last two books that I got from her were free, were actually ball canning books. I will not be using these recipes. These canning recipes are probably not safe. Times have changed, things have changed, and I am definitely a by the booker when it comes to canning recipes. And so I won't be using these, but I thought they were so cool. I've never actually seen old, like the old canning books this old. And this one was from 1932. And then this other one was from 1977. So again, one older, one new. This is the older one, is the smaller one. And then this is the larger one. And this was originally $2.50 at the grocery store. You can see the price tag right here. And again, I just thought that was so cool, you know, just to know the price of things, that what they were whenever it was that time. So I got these two. Again, won't be using them, but they were too cool not to have. So, and the last cookbook, I'm done. I'm telling you, this is it. I got this from the other thrift store that I frequent quite a bit. All of their books are always free, which I think is so amazing, and it really gives people a chance to get books in their possession, whether they're cookbooks or books to read. It is just a great way to be able to pass along the gift of reading. And so this one was Italy Today, the Beautiful Cookbook. And this cookbook is massive. I don't know if you guys can tell. I mean, this is my head. It's huge. And I will probably be taking the jacket off because I love how the cover looks. This is what the cover looks like without the book jacket on. I especially love the gold debossing. This is right up my alley. The color is beautiful. And again, it has that textured cover, and that is just something I really enjoy. And I honestly haven't looked through here too much, but there's beautiful pictures. And I would really love to make some of these. They sound so good. So we'll have to make some of these together. Let me know if you want to do that and we can do that. But this is my last cookbook. I'm not buying any more. I need you guys to tell me, Brianne, that's enough cookbooks. So this is going to go up here on our shelf as well. Next, I got this. This is actually crystal. I looked it up online. One of my favorite things to do after I buy something is to look it up online. Not because I have any intentions of reselling things, but I'm curious where things come from, and I'm curious what things sell for. And this was crystal. I think it was from the 1980s, if I remember correctly, and it's beautiful. I have quite the collection of vases going on in our other room. If you watched my flower farming video, I have been selling flowers on our roadside farm stand, and I just really love having beautiful vases. So I paid $2 for this. And speaking of vases, I also got this vase. This vase came from the 50-cent store. I do still need to wash it. I just got this, and so I thought it was really pretty. I thought the shape was unique and it was a good size. I really like this, like the taller vases. And so this was 50 cents. And I have not looked this one up. This one doesn't have any kind of markings on it, but I love it and it will definitely get used. And the next couple things are more copper. Shocker, I know, but I stopped at a church rummage sale, and church rummage sales are actually some of my favorite. I don't see them very often anymore. I used to see them all the time, and I remember going to them when I was growing up, but they always price things very cheaply or high. It's like one or the other. So this is a copper candle holder. I don't have any copper candle holders, and so I paid 10 cents for this. I thought it was pretty cute, and this is gonna go on our kitchen shelving. This is the other copper piece I got. This was $2, and I did look this up. It looked like it was selling on eBay for about $100. Again, take that with a grain of salt, because people can pay or list things for whatever they want. That doesn't mean that's what they are worth. But I did find this on eBay, and it was selling for $100, and I thought that was cool. So again, this is gonna go on our kitchen shelving, and this was $2. At that same rummage sale, I also got these two copper over-the-door hooks. Now, I don't think these are old. I think these are newer. The color isn't my favorite, but it's not bad. But I'm always looking for more storage solutions. I know I've mentioned this before. We live in an old farmhouse. It's over 100 years old, and storage is non-existent. And so if I can get a couple hooks to put over the door just to give us somewhere to hang something, I'm gonna do that, and I paid 10 cents each for these. Now, the next thing that I'm gonna share with you is actually a gift. She did get it at the thrift store, and no shame. I love it. It's perfect. This screams my name. She knows me so well. She's one of my very best friends, and when she saw it, she knew that I had to have it. And so she surprised me with this. I love it. It is a recipe. It says recipes on the front, but I especially love the base and how it stands up. And again, I think I'm going to put this up here on the top shelf, and we will be decorating it together. So this is that, and this was free. This was a gift. I love it. It's perfect. She knows me so well. One more copper thing to share with you today. I actually don't really know what this is. I think maybe it's a drink to serve drinks, but maybe I could be completely wrong. If you know what this is, please tell me. It is definitely older. This is what the inside looks like. And it's got some rings right here. This is silver, and then the wooden handle. I really love this, and I walked into the thrift store, and sometimes they put shopping carts of things that they're bringing out from the back, and I saw this peeking out and I just beelined for it. I paid $1 for this and I love it. So this also goes on my kitchen shelving. Next is this little darling picture frame. It is so cute. I really loved the feet on this, and this is definitely brass. I really love it, and this is gonna go probably right here by our entryway just to have just a little something. So I love it. And this was from the 50-cent thrift store, so I paid 50 cents for this. Also from the 50-cent store, I got this little duck basket, and ducks have really been growing on me. I've actually been looking for some duck baskets for quite some time. This is the first one that I have found that I really loved, but it even has little eyes, a little beak, and this was 50 cents, and I had put this on our dining table, so I love it. I also got this little purse, and I thought this was pretty unique. I thought this would be something I could just throw some stuff in to put in my car. It looks like it's got some brass hardware. That's why I grabbed it in green. Green is my favorite color. It's pretty spacious, and this was free. The 50-cent store that I go to sometimes when they are kind of like overloaded on things, they put boxes of free items in the front of the store because they just need to get rid of it and people can pick through it and take what they want. And I found this in one of the boxes, and so I brought it home, and this was free. Also free on that same trip was this little basket. I am always looking for more baskets. I have quite the basket collection, if you can see right up here on top of this shelf. But this one actually matches one of my, let me show you. It matches my other basket like this. So if you can tell, this is the basket that I already had. This had also been thrifted. I don't remember where I got this one or how much I paid, but it is definitely the same like collection or manufacturer. And when I saw it, I had to have it. This was also free. And again, at the church rummage sale, I got this cute little footstool. I've actually been using this as a little bench to sit at our coffee table, and I just thought it was so cute. The bottom has these little like brass, there's like brass around the feet. It almost looks mid-century to me. The bottom has the lady's name. I'm assuming that this belonged to. I paid $2 for this. I really like it, and it goes in our living room as just a little footstool. Next, I got these 2 bolts of fabric, and I'm actually not sure what type of fabric these are. It is not a cotton, I don't think. I'm not sure. I can't find any information on them, but I really like the coloring of them. I thought about making some drapes for in our dining room. I'd really love to do some floor-to-ceiling drapes. I just have some shears up for now since it's summer, and I just want all of the summer light. But I thought this was really pretty. This was free, and I don't even know how much fabric is here. But this is how tall it is. This is on the floor, and it is almost as tall as me. So it's quite a bit of fabric, free. And next to last, I got this beautiful light fixtures. It just attaches to the ceiling, and I don't know what it is made out of. I mean, I think it's just stained glass. It is so pretty. And I do need to get like a remote light bulb to put in it because I don't have anywhere to hardwire this into. I actually did have this installed in our kitchen, but I took it down to share with you all. And I do have one more thing to show, but funny story about these light fixtures. The other one is a light fixture too I want to share with you, but funny thing about them is on our citywide garage sale day, this man, which my husband knows him, last year I had gone to his sale and I looked at these. And I thought about getting them, and at that time, ultimately, I decided I didn't have to have them, but I regretted not getting them. And I've thought about them for a year, like, man, I should have got those light fixtures. I really loved them. I just didn't think I had to have them. And I went back this year. He had another yard sale and they were sitting there. And so again, like beelined to them. And I told him, I said, I've been thinking about these light fixtures for a year now. Like I saw them last year. I really wanted them and I just didn't end up getting them. And he ended up giving them to me. So I got 2 fixtures. I got this one and the other one. They match. They're a set, which I thought was just a really great way to tie our kitchen into our laundry room, and I'm gonna go show you that right now. This is what that light fixture looks like, and we love it so much. So that is gonna wrap it up for today's haul. I really hope you enjoyed today's video. I am not always shopping like crazy like this, but it has been garage sale season and rummage sale season and thrifting season, and it has just been too good and I had to share these things with you. So if you liked today's video, I'd love for you to hit that like button and consider subscribing. It really just helps the channel. It pushes my video out to other people like you that also enjoy a good thrift haul. I hope to see you guys next time. Until then,